Gosh, what a day. What a freaking day in the stock market. I almost don't even know what to say. Joel, I'm speechless. I can't wait to I don't even know what Joel has to say. Joel might be speechless too. We had not one, not two, but three like serious news events happen today. Market was dipping, then it was ripping, then it was dipping again. Oh man. All right, let's start this show. Let's get Joel Elconin on. Let's get Joel's levels on here and let's figure this market out. All right, it is time for pre-market prep at the close.
3 consecutive highs, opened, matched yesterday's low, and then once it took out there, that's all the breakout momentum traders needed.
All right, Joel, what the heck just happened?
Just why you got to listen to pre-market prep, I guess,
What the heck
right?
just happened out here? Wait, you got Square up there. Can you pull up the
Get rid of
S&P?
Square. Who wants
This is
Square, right?
ridiculous.
Whew! Let's go to the big boy index. You got to have your big boy pants on here. Well, here's your data at 8:30 this morning. Upper left chart, higher expected inflation data, and they pounded the market. But you know what? The market does what it does, and it to buy the dippers. They came in. They came in full force. They got the market actually green on the session. Yes, folks, green on the session. Came within 2 points, not one, but 2 points of the pre-market high. Hanging out, pulled back a little bit, and then a lot of people are going to be using this term. The market got Bullard, and we are in danger, Will Robinson, right now. We are making new lows as we speak at 92.50, all the way back to Friday's close. Who would have thunk it would have been possible? We have given back all the gains from earlier in the week. We are threatening to go red on the week, which we are right now, and we're getting pretty darn close to our 9-day average trading range, which gave me a target this morning of 44.8750, and we kind of been compressing in with the ranges a little bit today, but this is going to send it right back out. If you're looking at my screen on my right, which you're not, you'll see the only thing that's up is crude oil futures. Crude oil futures are up 32 cents at 89.98. Really no good levels in there for me to give you. Up and down again, gold down 670, 1829.80. Silver, it's hanging right there. Ooh, potential triple top. And that's Bitcoin. In silver's down about a dime, 23.24. Bitcoin, that's just mirroring the market. That went up, through the former high of the move. But now we're down $700 at 44.130. And Ethereum futures, they're moving right along with everything else, down 4.6% at 3116.50.
Okay, so let's back it up here and let's start the story at 8:30 this morning. At the time, we were if you're watching pre-market prep this morning, you heard what we were saying. Basically, the market was lower, but there weren't a lot. Broadly speaking, the overall market, the indexes were lower, but there weren't a lot of stocks trading down. And we get this CPI data that comes out, right? And CPI inflation for the month of January up 7.5% year over year. That was higher than expected, and the market. I don't want to say it tanked. Tank is a strong word.
It did.
Tank,
It did.
tank is what's happening right now. Maybe let's say it tanked. All right,
Swooned.
It swooned. It swooned down. Okay. Now, I saw this question in the chat just now. The real question, who asked this in the chat? Yeah, Jonathan. The real question is, why were we ripping at all after this morning's CPI news?
I don't know.
And that is a fantastic question, Jonathan. Thank you for asking. So we swooned at 8:30, and then about an hour later, right, the market opens and we just start ripping back higher. I don't know why. I don't think anyone really knows why. Buy the dip algos, I don't know. But now, so we're ripping. It's all good. Everything is fine, Joel. Nothing to see here. And then at around what time was this at? At like 12:47.
Oh, there
12:45.
you go. Let's go to the minute. I liked it, Spencer, because all these
12:40.
days I get all excited. I try and
Yeah.
drill down to the minute, and
Yeah.
you and Mitch make fun of me, and you
Oh,
say,
well,
"Oh,
yeah.
nothing happened then.
Yeah.
Nothing
Yeah.
happened then." But now you're
12:40.
going to the minute. You're going to the minute. Okay, so I'm going to go just because Spencer went to the minute, mentioned the minute
Yeah.
chart.
Yeah. All right.
Let's go. Let's go with 12. Oh, well, I wonder what time this bar is, Spencer.
What time is it? 12:47.
Let's see here.
It could be a few minutes earlier. It could be 12:45.
12:46.
12:46. All right, 12:46. What is happening? All right, the president of the St. Louis Fed, James Bullard, he said a few things. He said, first off, he is in favor of a 0.5% rate hike increase, a 50 basis point rate hike increase. That's step number one. The second thing he said was, yeah, you know what also we should maybe consider doing is we should consider, and by we, I'm referring to the Fed should consider raising rates off of the meeting cycle. Like we should consider, he called it an intermeeting
Yes.
increase. Basically, it's like,
Oh,
so everyone knows we have our March meeting, we have our June meeting, we have our September meeting, our December meeting. And what if we could raise rates whenever we wanted? Not just during those meetings, but like on a Tuesday for fun. That idea, coupled with the 0.5% rate hike opinion from Mr. James Bullard, is what caused the market to tank for real this time. Because we reversed, then we reversed off that, and now we reversed off the reversal,
reverse, reverse.
and that's where we're at right now. So two ideas out there: 0.5 point rate hike increase, and yeah, maybe we should think about raising rates off of the meeting cycle. I want to pull up this chart up. I've been living on
One
this.
other thing I just want to add in
Yeah,
there, he was talking about raising it a stick by July.
yeah, yeah. Okay, so I want to
Yeah, so
exactly.
that, yeah.
So I've been living on this page. This is on the you can Google CME Fed Watch tool and
I'm a Fed watcher.
go to the probabilities tab. Joel, I was on this page this morning. You want to know what this page said this morning? It said, I'm on the top left of the table. It said, chances of a quarter point rate hike in March, 75%. Chances of a 0.5 point rate hike, 25%. That was this morning. Now look what it says. 96% chance of a 0.5 point rate hike at the very next meeting. The market has gotten some new information. It has digested it, and the market's like, yep, we're raising rates. And then what do we think about the intermeeting rate hike? Who the heck knows? It's an unknown. Sell everything. So that's where we're at here today.
And we talked about that this morning. Now Trent's like, "Are we surprised?" I mean, that's exactly what we talked about. You said it was at 25, and I don't know how quickly they adjusted it, but I thought it was 35 or 40. So I mean, really, you can look at this two ways.
Yeah.
One is you have all this information, right? There's really not an unknown here, except for the speculation about, but the interbank meeting, that's the one that really, I think that's really rocked the
That's
market.
new
Yeah,
information.
it is new
You know,
information.
quarter point, 0.5 point, tomato, right? Frankly, but the interbank rate hike increase option has not, as far as I know, has not been discussed at any point at all in the meetings and the minutes and the press conferences. Nothing. That's the kind of thing you do when there's a crisis happening, right? You do an emergency rate cut or an emergency rate hike. Um, that kind of information is
Easy Mike, yeah, he goes back with me. I mean, you haven't had inter meeting rate hikes since the 80s. Since
oh
the
man,
80s, yeah, yeah.
jeez
But
Louise.
that's it. We just made a new low at 88 and a quarter. That was within 3 ticks of the 9-day average range. So your people bringing in some shorts here, trying to pop. I guess at this point, if we could get a close above 4,500, it would be a little bit of a psychological boost. 19 minutes left in the session, but everyone wants to talk about Affirm,
Yeah, yeah.
AFRM.
Yeah, let's go here next. I want to just show you how many headlines we have on this in the pro today, because today has not been a great day for the Affirm investor relations team, or nor for the Affirm social media department. Okay, let's put it that way. So the first thing that happens, you can see it time stamped right here, 1:46 p.m. Eastern time. Affirm, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Affirm shares spiked because someone took a screenshot of a tweet, of an accidental tweet from Affirm. And I'll show you what this. Well, I'll read from what the screenshot said. I'll read you what the tweet said. It was quickly deleted. It's always hard to know whether these are real or photoshopped or not. But the Affirm tweet that was deleted said, "Another great quarter is in the books as we accelerated our growth, leveraging our superior technology and putting people first equals increasing total number of transactions by 218%." Active consumers by 150%, gross merchandise volume by 115%, and revenue by 77%. Tune in with a link to their investor calls today at 5 o'clock Eastern time. So that was a screenshot, supposedly, of a tweet from Affirm that was deleted. Again, hard to know whether those are real or photoshopped or not, but that's why the stock spiked this afternoon, or at least that was at 1:46. Fast forward about an hour later, and the numbers actually did leak. And not only were they not good, they were pretty bad. Okay, so the EPS that Affirm reported for last quarter, they lost 57 cents per share versus an estimate of a 34-cent loss. So they were expected to lose 34 cents. They lost 57 cents. So they lost more than expected. Revenue did come in higher, 361 versus $328 million. But then they also gave some guidance, and the guidance was not super great. It was fine. It was fine. But the bottom line is it wasn't a knock your socks off report. Let's look at the chart, Joel. Oh, ouch. That hurts.
Number one rule. Let's have a little trading lesson here. Don't go long off tweets intraday of a stock that's supposed to be reporting. That's the
Oh,
number one rule.
that's a big
Okay.
rule. That's a big rule.
Everybody write that down. Okay.
It's so bad.
The second rule is
Oh,
if you're in this kind of situation, I mean, you can go with it. You can go with the mow and try and short it. But a little bit too much of my contrarian self, if I would have been looking at this, I would have said, wow, look at those lows at 50. And the exact lows, you did have a 50 even low, and you did have a low at 48.62. I bet you with this kind of momentum, I bet you could have gotten hit on a 50 bid. I bet because I'm sure. I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's as low
so
as
wait,
it
somebody
printed.
did, Joel. Joel, somebody did.
Someone did.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you're in those situations, don't be afraid. Or who might have gotten, the 50 print might have been someone that put an order in at 51. And just the way the market was falling, they
Yeah.
got price improvement. So,
Oh,
and I'm
sure.
not recommending stepping in front of a speeding train like that, but don't, get your orders out there. Get your orders out there. Get in the game because you can't get filled, if your order's not out there, especially in a situation like that. I know Dennis talks about, the algo stepping in front of orders right there. But right there, that was just a sell fest. And also the monthlies are illustrating that support is too. But man, oh man, it got to bounce to 65 and now it's leaking again. So the next time to 50, down to 50, could be a little bit different story. But just get your orders out there in these types of situations. Low at 84.50, trying to bounce once again, folks. I think my hope for a close over 4,500. The probability of that is going south.
Yeah, and just to be clear, it wasn't as if it was the worst report in the world. Thanks for pointing that out, Dion. Yeah, their revenue is growing, right? Revenue. Let's see. In the prior year, quarter, they were at 204 million. So in 1 year, the revenue went from 204 million to what did I say? Come on now, stupid computer. 328. So from 204 to 328. There's some pretty solid revenue growth for sure. It's 60% revenue growth. Yeah, that's good stuff. But when you stack that up against a tweet that, and again, this goes back to Joel's point, don't chase the stock off of a screenshot of a tweet the day they're going to report earnings. The tweet made it sound like it was a knock your socks off quarter, and it really wasn't. Right? Again, they
Whose
lost.
Twitter account was it? Was it from the?
It was a screenshot of a tweet, and the screenshot came from. I was on Stock Twits, Joel, which is maybe it was a I don't even know who this account is.
Okay, whatever.
Fast stock
Yeah.
market news. Uh anyway, that is just wild stuff. So that's not supposed to happen. Earnings reports don't leak midday. It happens like once. It happens like once or twice a year. I feel like, but anyway, there's a story on Affirm. I don't know. I mean, it is what it is, frankly. Um, yeah, somebody messed up. Likewise, Joel, Uber had not the same situation, but a similar type of confusion today because Uber was halted this morning, and I was actually on Benzinga Live. I totally missed the halt when it happened. I was about 20 minutes late to that, but they halted because today was their investor day, and they gave guidance out there in investor day that they did not give in their earnings report from yesterday. Not sure why they would do that, but they did nonetheless. And Uber's down almost 7% today. I don't know.
Wow. Jesus. And it derailed Lyft too, right? Because Lyft
It
had the
did.
earnings.
It did.
And Lyft got up. Wow, they got up near 46 now on its lows. Oh man, I guess the reopening trade is not what everyone thought it was going to be. I will say for you Lyft traders, you do have an important area to keep an eye on today and over the next couple sessions. Just below your current area of low of 37.41, mark $37, 36.99. Your 4-day low 36.95. Your 3-day low must hold level 37. Not much under that until you get to the pair of lows at 34.30. You're probably also giving back half of this move already. So, key levels for you Uber traders. We are now continuing to slide here. We are in the 45.70 handle now. We're over 100 points off that
Oh
intraday
gosh.
high. This is not good. Headed into Friday, not good. What's our low for the week? What did
I
we
I'm going to look and see what's green here, Joel.
if
Disney,
it is,
Disney's
whack it.
green. Disney's green, but it's not for long.
Um,
Disney's green, but not for long here. Kellogg's is green.
yeah, Kellogg's is green. What was your low? Your low on Monday, folks.
Man.
Well, you got lower than that on Tuesday. You had the head fake. 62.75 was your low on Monday. We had that inside day, undercut. We thought we were going down when we went to 56 and a quarter. And no, that wasn't the case. That was Tuesday's low. So that stands as our low of the week so far. Currently down 97 handles.
All right. What is something in the water today? Did the market wake up on the wrong side of the bed? Now you're seeing Zendesk has received a takeover offer from a private equity firm. Doesn't Zendesk report earnings tonight? They
Man, there's a
do.
lot.
They do. ZEN, right? They report earnings in like 10 minutes. They're receiving takeover rumors. Something's in the water today. Seriously, what is going on out there?
Wow.
Just
Did have anything at 120, but keep an eye on that. I don't know what to tell you on this one. You hit 121.62. If you were looking for a poke out of this above, I mean takeovers, you can't really say anything. 121.62.
uh,
Um, this stock Zendesk 136.30 was your other high. What's the PE on this thing?
I'll tell you. Forward PE, it's high. It's always the
What
price
is
of
it?
sales too. Forward PE of 119.
4 PE of 119. Okay. I bet you the private equity firms are just lining up at the door to buy this company. Oh yeah. Huh.
How much debt?
Yeah.
How much debt
Mm.
do they have? Let's look at their.
Yeah. 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 They're just like, I mean, they probably have to have police around the building from private equity guys trying to get inside to pay up for that company. So you guys seen my opinion on that one. What's next?
There was a few people talking about Astra, ASTR. They had a failure to launch today, so that got halted on the downside. And then there was another halt, but this one was a good halt. CNR, they've since resumed. I think they're getting taken over. Uh,
What's the
so
symbol?
CNR, um,
Who's
smaller
taking
company.
them over?
I gotta check the pro. It was a current stakeholder is taken out, buying the rest of the company out. So it's no one public, but anyway.
I don't know where they're taking it out, what price they're doing with it. I'd say 1908 was your high last month. Current high is 1878. Still up there, 19. You're also back in this quadrant, 1973. But once again, you don't know, how much they're paying, if it's going to go through. So this one definitely, uh, you know, it definitely has more believability, at least to this
All right,
investor.
I'm being corrected in the chat by Tiny Pie. He says actually Astra did launch, but then it blew up. I'm sorry, Tiny Pie.
Oh, I hope everything was okay. Everyone's okay.
It was just a payload. It's just well, yeah. I don't think there are people on it.
So
How's all space doing?
I don't know. What's up, Mitch?
real
Mitch,
quick, just want to kind of touch on that ASTR because I was noting it also this morning. So they had a failure to launch last on their last attempt, and now it failed. Literally, it like kind of went up and then failed again. So that's two failures in like a week. That's not going to be good, guys.
I don't even at this point. I need a nap or a drink or both.
And I think it's going to affect also. I mean, space isn't in favor right now. I mean, you can take a look at all these space stocks. I mean, I don't think there's one that is looking good right now.
Yeah,
That's
that's
You know what?
yeah.
Wait, it's funny he mentioned space in general. I did talk to Andrew Channon's PR person about getting him on Benzinga Live in a couple weeks. We can get him on pre-market prep too, Joel, if you
Yeah, he's
want.
a good guy.
But he's got the space ETF. Really, it should be called a satellite ETF because it's all satellite plays. But so yeah, space is not hot, that's for sure. So hey, what do you guys want to talk about in the chat right now? We got a couple minutes here. I want to leave a minute to Mitch at the end to pitch a video he made. But what are y'all watching? I saw someone mentioned CyberArk. Yeah, they're green because they had earnings. Micron's green, they had earnings. Boeing is green somehow. Oh, I forgot to mention that today. I'll mention it tomorrow. Never mind. I'll wait till tomorrow. What do you guys
What
watch?
were some of these stocks that had the dog, the data dog? How did that?
Yeah, Datadog.
Yeah, I think that held up pretty well. Once again, you didn't, you couldn't get back up to that pre-market high. Actually, that 180 level sticking out. What else? I know
Twilio.
MQ.
Twilio, Joel.
I bet you gave it back. This
Yeah,
kind
oh,
of
yeah,
market conditions. Let's see.
for sure it did.
Oh, look at that! Almost flat. Holy mackerel! That what are people? Be careful, folks. Be careful in those after hours, man. Don't. I mean, there's one thing if you're long and you have a target and you're initiating a position or you're exiting a position, then by all means, hey, I have a 250 target and Twilio. I don't. I'm just giving a hypothetical. Do it, but trying to initiate on these kind of things in this kind of market, this kind of volatility, you're going up there against snakes like Dennis out there. So you got to be careful. We just hit 76 even, and the buy the dippers right there, Nick Rosania. He notices I talked about 4,500 just like that. We're at 4502, 4503, 4504. Maybe people got just a little bit overturned. Happy Mohammed, don't look at your long-term account.
That's what I was gonna say.
It's what you just don't do it.
I am blissfully ignorant of my long-term portfolio today. It's great not knowing. For all I know,
I
I'm up.
mean, I got so many of them. I can't even, you can't log it. I don't even want to log into them.
For all I know, I'm having a great day. I just choose to believe I'm having a great day. Every day is a great day in Spencerland. What someone mentioned Mara. I don't want to bring up any of those growthy names because they're all going to be down. Let's look at Home Depot. That's
Home
interesting.
Depot.
Yeah, that's interesting here.
The higher rate. I mean, there's pressure on this. I think this is turned. That last monthly candle, that was the turning point for me. I think you're okay. You can hold for a trading range as long as you stay above your January low of 343.61. Not good. This was an area that you thought would have held up under market condition. Kind of did. So maybe this is the real bottom and this is the secondary bottom. But boy, oh boy, I don't know. I don't know about this one. RH Restoration Hardware. No, that's a tough stock. What about Lowe's? Take a look at Lowe's, how low you can go. 225, big level there, holding in 225. So keep an eye on that. LOW traders.
Hey, apparently we have someone in the chat who says TJ claims he works for Lowe's as a graphic designer. That's cool.
All right, TJ.
Awesome. And he works from home. That's why he's watching us right now.
He's watching
TJ,
PreMarket Prep. Get back to work, TJ. They're going to need this new graphic design for some sales or something.
So, sometimes I feel bad because I like every so often, we'll talk about a stock and we'll trash it and people will message us like, hey, I work for that company. I'm just like, oh, sorry.
It's hard. I mean, we talk. We got thousands of people listening to us.
I'm sorry. We don't. It's not. We don't mean it. It's not personal. It's just opinions on a chart.
I like Home Depot. I mean, they go in. I mean, they're nice there. I mean, I go there. You buy a bunch of stuff. It's $47. I don't see how they make all that money. But
anyway,
let's go. Let's get a couple more in.
Okay, we'll do a couple more tickers. Every sector in the red, every index in the red. What more is there to say other than that? Let's go look at thank you, JW. He says ad tech stocks are up. So let's look at PubMatic, PUBM. Yeah. PUBM up 2.5, 2 2/3%.
That's a good day.
Yeah, great day.
And in a bad tape. Couldn't really give you anything on the upside as far as that 3070 high. I mean, it's close to this 3127, but not. That's actually a buck. How high did it get? 3081. Backed off a buck, so that's not good. I like to see this take out that high, get to that 31 over 31. Big though. You might need a little cooling off, a little digestion period here. Because you did have 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 6 up day in a row, so maybe a little consolidation before you make that run at what I said 3187 was the high. 3127. That's my next target for.
I'm done. Let's bring Mitch on here. I know Mitch was working on this video.
What's up, Mitch?
And he wanted to tell us about it. Basically, Mitch put a video where Benzinga is on a new platform. It's called Share Vision. Mitch made a nice little video, and I want him to tell you all about it. Mitch, are you coming on here? What's going on?
Come on, Mitch.
We got 10 seconds till market
Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm looking here. I just wanted to kind of show also my charts of what exactly that trade was about, because you guys could have literally we could have repeated the trade today. The trade is relationship trade on IMAX, looking for an IMAX long off sympathy of AMC. As you guys can see, is late. You guys have been seeing these moves, and we traded IMAX specifically off of AMC moving on up. Same thing happened today. You saw AMC ripping on up, and of course, CNK and IMAX following it. It's all about relationships sometimes, and you guys can definitely catch this video on ShareVision. I'll throw up the link there. Of course, ShareVision is for financial content only. What I like about ShareVision is that you can search by stock or crypto and just search for that content.
So it's like Twitter for video, basically, or stock twits for video, basically. All right. Thanks a lot, Mitch. We got to hop. The Benzinga Cannabis Insider Show is going live right now. We're going to end this stream and redirect to that. So please remember, all the information on this show and every show is for informational purposes only, not for investing or trading advice. Tomorrow is today. Today was a day. Today was a day. Tomorrow is another day. That's for sure. We'll see you guys there. Everyone hit that like button and have a good one.